And a good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Grandville High School for today's OK Red Conference battle between the Grandville Bulldogs and the Hudsonville Eagles. Hi, everybody. I'm Kurt Wilson. Great to have you along here this afternoon for a twin bill on a very, very cold and windy day here in Grandville. Two teams that are off to great starts in the early going. The hometown Bulldogs from Grandville with a record of 6-2. Hudsonville comes in with a record of 6-1, so pretty big early season twin bill here today in Grandville between these two rivals just down the road from each other, and should be a good pitching matchup as we look at Andrew Pullman out on the hill for Grandville. Pullman, the left-hander, is going to get the start today. Pullman, wearing number 12 on his back, is 6'2", 185. He's a junior. Comes in with 7 innings of work so far this season, giving up 7 runs. 4 of them have been earned. He has struck out 10 while walking only 2. And Andrew Pullman with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. He'll face this Hudsonville lineup here today. Leading it off, second baseman Jaden Timmer. Batting second and playing in left field, Bryce Barr. Batting third, the shortstop, Gage Robertson. Batting fourth and doing the catching, Jackson Visser. Batting fifth, Mason Dykstra. He'll play first base. Ryan Aarons will bat sixth and play third. Dakota Visser will be the designated hitter in the opening game. He'll bat seventh. Brandon Van Klompenberg will play in right and bat eighth. And Ethan Post, the center fielder, batting in the 9-hole for the Eagles of Hudsonville. And we're almost set to go. Again, this game will be affected by the wind. Wind is blowing mostly from left to right, but also pushing out toward the right field fence area. Very chilly day for springtime in Michigan. Welcome in as Andrew Pullman gets set to go. Timmer digs in. And the first pitch of the ball game is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Timmer, Barr, and Robertson for Hudsonville against Andrew Pullman. Right-handed hitting Jaden Timmer. Batting average of 200, no home runs, and a run batted in during the early part of the season. Pitch misses down low, 2 balls and no strikes from the lefty. Grandville with that 6-2 record, they got a chance to play in the minor league field here recently and swept a doubleheader from Muskegon Mona Shores, a team that was ranked in the top 10, and Grandville played well in both games, won a close one and then won a blowout ball game. 2-0 the count on Timmer. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike on the outside edge, 2-1. Umpires today, Jackson Peterson calling the balls and strikes. Kirk Vanderlaan, the safes and the outs down near first base. Here's the 2-1. And apparently that was 3-1. So a runner aboard. And Bryce Barr will dig in. They'll hold with the base runner. That's Ben Ferguson playing at first base. He has his right foot on the bag and a throw over to first base to try to keep Timmer close. Barr with a batting average of .083, no home runs, a run batted in for Hudsonville. Right-handed hitter. Squares to bunt, and bunt he does, a good bunt. Pullman, the pitcher, off the mound, makes the play to first, but a nifty sacrifice bunt for Bryce Barr. That will move Timmer into scoring position with 1 out. So Hudsonville trying to get on the board with some small ball here early. Brings up Gage Robertson, the shortstop. Robertson, the leading hitter on this team in terms of batting average at this point, .318. No home runs and 3 runs batted in. Swing and a foul back, strike 1. Timmer, the base runner, down at second. 1 man out, opening inning. 2 7-inning doubleheader games here today in Grandville. As Andrew Pullman works from the stretch, checks the runner, and works the 0-1 to the plate. Swing and a slicing fly ball into right field, gauged by DeHaan. He'll make the catch. The tag at second. Timmer is heading to third. He'll make it there. But now there are 2 outs. Timmer at third base. That'll leave it up to Jackson Visser, the catcher. Visser batting in the cleanup spot for Hudsonville. 286 hitter in the early going. 3 runs batted in. He has an open stance, more open than the 3 batters before him. That front foot a little bit toward the third baseman. Slow breaking ball is a good one from Pullman, strike 1. Jaden Timmer, third base, 2 outs, opening inning. Pullman with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pullman trying to strand the runner at third here in the opening frame. No balls, 2 strikes. He has the sign. He's ready to work. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a foul back and out of play. Grandville High School field, 320 down the line and left, 320 down the line and right. Straightaway center is a pretty darn good poke. No sign of the exact measurement out to center field. Slow breaking ball, swing and a foul tip. Visser staying alive with a couple of foul balls. Count remains 0-2. Timmer, the runner at third. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Pullman gets out of the inning after the first man reached. Nobody after that. No runs, no hits, and a man left. And after a half inning, it's Hudsonville nothing and Grandville coming to bat. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Grandville Bulldogs, who will work against left-hander Gibson Sink. So a couple of lefties going at it here today in game 1. Bulldogs will send Luke DeHaan to lead off. He'll play in right field. Carson Smith will bat second and play in center. Braden Lecroy in left will bat third. Ben Ferguson will bat cleanup and play first base. Ian Sanders will be the designated hitter and bat fifth. Justin Lecroy to play third and bat in the sixth spot. Drew Hungerford will play second and bat seventh. Nate Summers, the shortstop, will bat eighth. And Tyson Mann, the catcher, will bat in the 9 slot against Gibson Sink. Sink has worked in 10 2/3 so far this season, has allowed only 4 hits and no runs. He has walked 5 while striking out 16. So Gibson Sink has been very solid in the opening part of this Michigan spring. Hasn't been a great spring in terms of getting outside and having that great spring weather. Today it is a very chilly day here in Grandville. And here comes Luke DeHaan. Bulldogs have a couple of players hitting over 500 here in the early going, and DeHaan is one of those two. DeHaan at 517. No home runs and 5 RBIs. And the first pitch from Sink, he dips down and a swing and a miss. Strike 1. DeHaan, Smith, and Lecroy for Grandville in the opening inning. Curveball and a good one, strike two. Sink working quickly, shakes off a sign, but collects the next. Here's the 0-2. This is up high, 1-2. Sink, one of a handful of Eagles who have that high stirrup that you can almost go up to his knees, and swing and a miss by DeHaan. Struck him out, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. There's Carson Smith, the center fielder. Right-handed hitter, batting .300. First pitch way outside, skips off the glove of catcher Jackson Visser and goes back to the backstop. 1 ball and no strikes. Carson Smith, a junior. He'll pitch a little bit along with the play in the outfield. Today he's playing center field. 2-0 on the right-handed hitting Smith. Sink working quickly, a strike at the knees, 2-1. Line, the 2-1 pitch. High fly ball into shallow left center field. Center fielder and left fielder both colliding as Bryce Barr, the left fielder, hauls it in for the out. Again, the wind playing some tricks with that fly ball. It hung up there a while, gave the wind a chance to bring it back towards center field. And that's exactly the way the wind is blowing today. It's blowing left to right, but also a little bit toward the right field fence area. And now with 2 outs, it'll leave it up to Braden Lecroy, the left fielder. Big left-handed hitting left fielder, leading hitter on the team at .536. 6 RBIs. Lefty against lefty, and a strike on the outside corner, strike 1. Braden Lecroy, a junior, 5'10" and 190. Swing and a foul tip for strike 2. That pitch was nasty, a little dipsy doodle from Gibson Sink. A lot of sink to that pitch, and it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. Missed outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-2. Reaches out, pop up, shallow left field. The shortstop is going to make the catch. That's Robertson to glove it, and Sink gets him out in order. 1-2-3. Nothing across in the first. We played 1 complete inning, and we are scoreless here in Grandville. This game on WCET brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville.
DJ's Pizza Plus. Located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville, DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET.
So welcome to spring in Michigan. A little squall blowing across the diamond here at Grandville, and some snow and maybe little pellets of ice along with it. My, oh my, and the umpires are going to chat with both coaches right now to find out if they enjoy playing in this or if they want to sit it out for a few minutes and see if this will die down. And with the wind blowing the way it is nasty in the face of anybody who is in its way. I guess Grandville has the better of the dugouts down the third baseline. Hudsonville has it coming right into their dugout down the first baseline. Grandville coach Matt Cook, Hudsonville coach Dave Van Noord chatting, and we are going to have a little bit of a delay. They're going to take the players off the field and at least let this snow slash wind slash yuckiness get to a level where they can play. It just came all of a sudden. Kind of a squall from the, looks like you're out on the Great Lakes, and it just kind of came in a hurry. So the snow is falling, the wind is blowing, and the teams are off the field momentarily here in Grandville. Quick recap of inning number one. Hudsonville got the leadoff man aboard via a walk. That was Jaden Timmer. Bryce Barr sacrificed him to second. Timmer moved to third on a fly out to right. But Andrew Pullman got Jackson Visser to strike out to end the inning. Grandville's offense went down in order 1, 2, 3. Gibson Sink had things working. One strikeout in the opening frame. So just as it came in, it is slowing down, and I'm not sure what if the baseball players all looked over at the softball field, they will see that the softball girls are still playing. And so I'm assuming that the baseball teams will come back out here in mere moments and get restarted. Complex here in Grandville, the softball field just to our right, so off the first baseline. And they are playing over there, and here come the teams again. So just a momentary delay while that blowing snow came in. So a delay of less than a couple of minutes. And I'm assuming that they will allow warm up again for Andrew Pullman, the left-hander. The diehard fans stuck around, not very many left. Most everybody bundled up in their winter gear. So Pullman will get a few more warm-up tosses before we start inning number 2.
Yeah, I don't know how you put that on TV. I say sleet, rain, maybe, or
always interesting in the early part of a season from a coaching standpoint to figure out all the pieces to the puzzle. Grandville started out slow, but then has played really well in the last few outings to get their record up to 6-2 overall. Hudsonville, 6-1 overall, 5-1 in the league. So both teams have outstanding starts to their season, and a very big doubleheader here today. These teams will play 3 games against each other, 2 here, and then they'll play in Hudsonville. Actually, next week, they will play a single game in Hudsonville. So here we go after a short delay. Thanks to Michigan's spring weather, Mason Dykstra will lead things off. Dykstra, Ahrens, and Visser in the Hudsonville second. Right-handed hitter against the lefty Pullman. First pitch, swing, and a fly ball to center field. Drifting back is Smith. He's there, he's got it. And there's 1 pitch and 1 out here in the second inning. Brings up Ryan Ahrens, the third baseman. Ahrens sitting at a 250 clip here in the early part of the season. Right-handed hitter.
rain covers. I've never seen it work right.
First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield shading Ahrens just a step or 2 to the left. Center fielder Smith not directly in straightaway center field. Ground ball slowly to third. Lecroy, a long throw, and oh, they're going to call it a foul ball, so bring it back. One off the foot of Aaron's, so they'll do it again. Not something you want to have happen in weather this cold. We'll feel that one for a bit. One out, bases empty, top of the second, no score. Slow breaking ball is in the dirt. Two balls and a strike on Aaron's.
That's on there.
Dakota Visser waits on deck. And the pitch, a strike on the outside corner, evens it up 2-2.
Well, it sucks, doesn't it?
Andrew Pullman has struck out one. He has walked one.
Tell you what to do. All right.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip to stay alive. Jess got a piece of it. Count stays at 2-2. Oh, the catcher. Oh my, the catcher just went down. That's great news to see him pop up like that. He went down in a hurry, and that's Tyson Mann. And he's back up on his own, which is great news. Now the training crew for Grandville is going to make sure that everything's okay. Not sure if he got nipped by a foul ball or what happened, but boy, he really went down, and that's really, really scary. Here comes Hudsonville's folks as well, coming over just to make sure that Tyson's okay. It was a great sign that he got up on his own, but they're going to make sure, especially a catcher.
Yeah.
I hate to speculate at all about what's going on, but it's great that there's movement from Tyson, and he's talking to the medical personnel, the trainers, his head coach, Matt Cook.
So it's gonna be a little loose. Well, there, here's your lock. So when you're not using it, lock it down. When you need to move around, make sure it's unlocked. Okay. This lock here, where it'll go up and down. That one.
He wants to get up, but
right, so when that's unlocked, you can move it.
They're just making sure. So they're going to make him stay down as long as possible. If they need to make sure that they have a diagnosis here of Tyson and make sure he's okay.
All right. Make sense? Cool. I will leave you.
And there is a catcher warming up, so that's
kind of wipe, like you were wiping the child down. You don't want to straight along.
Okay, so just like, yeah, so just be gentle with it.
That's what you see.
At the same time, what else are you going to do?
yeah, it looks like Nate Woodruff, number 24, is getting warmed up down near the Grandville dugout. And I would assume that Woodruff would come into the game. So an inning that started out with a delay because of the wind and the weather. And an injury delay here in the top of the second inning. They continue to look at Tyson Mann, who is talking to the training staff and the umpires hanging around, the coaches. And you can tell that Tyson says, "I'm okay." He's been trying to get up a couple of different times, and the trainers and the staff there have told him to take your time, young man. And that's great to see, walking off under his own power, and a thumbs up from Tyson. Boy, such a scary, scary sight when you see someone go down like that. Really didn't look like there was anything about the game that made that happen. Didn't think the foul ball hit him in a certain place. It just didn't look like that anyway. Just can't imagine being his parents in the stands. Oh my. But great to see that he is walking off, and we will get the substitute catcher come in. We think it's Nate Woodruff, number 24, who is going to take over. He's listed on the roster as a catcher. Hard to see the number with the chest protector strap off the back in the X. So we're going to say that Nate Woodruff taking over for Tyson Mann. So we're back into action now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, 1 out, bases empty, second inning, no score in the game. Andrew Pullman working to Ryan Aarons, swinging a fly ball into left field. Lecroy to his left makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Here comes Dakota Visser. Visser hitting .278 on the year. He's the designated hitter, right-handed hitter. Base is empty and 2 outs in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Andrew Pullman, the left-handed starter for Grandville, has had 2 different times in this inning that he has had to start and stop and start again. This is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 base runner in the game for the 2 teams combined. That was the leadoff man. Drew a walk in the opening inning, but no damage done. Oh, a big roundhouse curve and a good one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Both pitchers, when they're on the hill, have worked rather quickly. Fastball over but low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two outs and the base is empty in the second. Here's the 2-2. Curveball misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brandon Van Klompenberg would bat next if Visser keeps the inning alive for Hudsonville. And the payoff pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Visser thought it might be inside, but Andrew Pullman notches off the strikeout, his second strikeout. In the second, no runs, no hits, and none left. After an inning and a half, it's Hudsonville nothing and Grandville nothing. First game of a doubleheader. So even though just a half inning has gone by since Gibson Sink was out on the mound, it's been quite a long time sitting, especially in the weather that we have here. Again, that Hudsonville dugout on the first base side is not going to be the greatest place to sit today with the wind blowing directly into that direction. So I'm sure they're trying to find a nice warm corner for Gibson Sink to sit in between innings as the lefty takes his warm-up tosses. He set him down in order in the first inning with a strikeout and a couple of fly balls. He'll face the middle of the order here in the second. It'll be Ben Ferguson, Ian Sanders, and Justin Lecroy. Now this is the first of the spring baseball games that we have here this spring on WCET. Great to have you with us here. Two rivals going at it here. We'll have both games of this twin bill. Ben Ferguson steps in to start off the Grandville second. And Gibson Sink with the pitch. This is high and away, 1 ball, no strikes. Right-handed hitter. Swinging a foul back, 1-1. Ferguson 6'1" and 180. He's a junior on a team that's pretty loaded with juniors. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Missed it low and in tight, 2-1. Four seniors on this Grandville team. They even have one freshman who's in the starting lineup. High fly ball, center field, post, comes in 3 or 4 steps, gauging it with that wind. He'll make the catch for out number 1. Here's Ian Sanders, the designated hitter today, batting in the 5 slot for the Bulldogs. Midway in the box, right-handed hitter against the lefty Sink. First pitch, strike call. Sink working quickly. Dips down a bit and misses inside, 1-1. Curveball, a back door catches the outside corner, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Sanders. Sink from the windup and the 1-2 pitch. This is low and inside, 2-2. Sink looks like he has some pretty good stuff up there, and then with the wind blowing, it's probably helping it out a little bit too. Another miss inside, 3-2. Quickly with the payoff, and he misses inside. So we got ahead of Sanders and then lost him. First base runner for Grandville, 1 out and 1 on here in the second inning. Here's that lone freshman starter, Justin Lecroy. 6 feet tall, 230 pounds, and the youngster's off to a great start, hitting .474 in the early going. hold with the runner at first. Pitch will come to the plate. Foul ball out of play, right side. And it goes into the softball field, which again is adjacent to this baseball stadium on the first base side. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, kept it way outside, and it runs 0-2. Now with the wind blowing today, I would expect that we'll see a few more foul balls go over into the softball field. We won't see anything from the softball field come this way unless somebody hits it about 1,000 feet. It would be a huge drive from the softball field to get it here with the wind blowing directly that way. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Lecroy. Fouled straight back. Sanders at first, one out. Home half of the second in a scoreless game. The kick and the pitch way outside. Let's check out that defense for Hudsonville. Around the outfield, it's Bryce Barr in left, Ethan Post in center, Brandon Van Klompenberg in right. Check out the infield after this 1-2 pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Another backdoor curveball. Able to notch off the corner, second strikeout, second out of the inning. The infield defense, Ryan Aarons playing at third. Gage Robertson at shortstop. Jaden Timmer playing second. Mason Dykstra at first. Snap throw to first and the runner gets back. And Jackson Visser doing the catching for Gibson Sink. He's working with Sanders at first and 2 outs and working to Drew Hungerford, the second baseman. He'll take outside 1-0. Pretty hefty batting averages up and down the line for these Bulldogs. Hungerford at an even 400 starting play today. Here's the 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. Dykstra holding on the bag with the runner. That's Sanders. Short lead, but draws a throw. Now, neither team has been in a position to try any fancy movement on the bases at this point. Hudsonville did have a runner aboard that they sacrificed to second. 2-1 now on Hungerford. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball on the infield. Shortstop Robertson backing up on the greenery. He'll make the catch, a step behind the dirt for the final out. So Grandville gets a runner aboard, but leaves him at first base. No runs, no hits, 1 left. 2 innings complete here in Grandville. It's Hudsonville nothing, Grandville nothing. This game brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville.
DJ's Pizza Plus. Located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville, DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET. DJ's Pizza Plus. Located
And here we go to the third inning of a scoreless ball game. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Hudsonville. Brandon Van Klompenberg to lead things off, followed by Post and Timmer here in the third. team without a base hit in this game. Each team has had a base runner via the free pass. Good cut, but a foul back by Van Klompenberg, strike one. And Klompenberg, batting average of .214, but he has a power bat, 1 home run already, 6 runs batted in. Swinging a foul out of play right side, and that gets into the softball area over toward our right. No balls and 2 strikes. Andrew Pullman, the left-hander, readies the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out on 3 pitches. That'll be strikeout number 3 for Pullman. Pullman on the season now has struck out 13 while walking only 3 in just over 9 innings of work. Here's Ethan Post batting in the 9 slot, center fielder. High pop fly into shallow center field. Smith coming in, he's there, makes the catch. And a quick second out here in the 3rd inning. Top of the order for Jaden Timmer. Timmer is the only player on either team that has smelled scoring position. Walked in the 1st, was sacrificed to 2nd, moved to 3rd on a flyout, but that's where he was stranded when the inning came to an end. Here's the pitch. Ball 1, a ball that bounces away from catcher Nate Woodruff. One ball and no strikes on Timmer. Pullman's 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Almost looked like he took something off that pitch. Looked like an old Fernando Valenzuela screwball. It kind of turned the left hand a little bit the other way. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, bases empty, 3rd inning, no score. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. That'll even it up 2-2. Pullman has the sign and is ready to work. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch. Got some break to it, missed up high. Count runs full, 3-2. Jaden Timmer really hugging the plate. He is right up on that chalk line, and that chalk line will be gone here soon. 3-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Caught him looking on the inside corner. Nice pitch from Pullman. And he sets the Eagles down in order 1-2-3 with a pair of strikeouts in the process. Nothing across for Hudsonville. We'll go to the home half of the 3rd inning. Grandville nothing and Hudsonville nothing. Here we go to the home half of the third in a scoreless game. 8-9-1 for Grandville. Nate Summers, the shortstop, batting out of the 8 slot. He'll bat for the first time in this game against Gibson Sink. Sink has struck out 2. He's walked 1. He's not allowed a hit, and he starts him off with a strike. The 0-1 swinging a foul fly. That is going to not be caught over there. A diving attempt by Dykstra. Nice attempt. Again, that was dying. Didn't get high enough for Dykstra to get under it. Made a nice attempt at it. Couldn't come up with it. And it's 0-2. And Sink in a hurry, working. Ground ball slowly to short. Robertson waits on it. Has it. Throws to first, close play, got him by a half step. Boy, Summers got down the line in a hurry. Just about beat that out, but that is out number 1. It's been pretty interesting looking at the scorebook in this one. That's the first ground ball out in this game. Everything has either been pop flies or strikeouts. Pitch to Nate Woodruff, moves him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Woodruff, a senior, came on in the second inning in relief of his teammate, Tyson Mann. Took over the catching duties, and there's a base hit. First hit of the game comes off the bat of the backup catcher. And Nate Woodruff is aboard with a single. One out base runner, and we're going to get a runner. So Jared Jollins will be the pinch runner for Woodruff. Jollins, a junior, takes Woodruff's place at first base, and they'll keep an eye on him. Just the second base runner for Grandville. Both base runners have come after 1 out in the inning. So runner at first, 1 gone, top of the order, Luke DeHaan. DeHaan struck out his first time. Strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Dykstra defensively holding on the bag at first with the runner. Slow breaking ball stays high and away, 1-1. Sink from the stretch, the kick and the pitch. Curveball, strike outside corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Luke DeHaan. Jollins at first, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. So after a barrage of curveballs, he goes with a fastball low and gets his man for out number 2. That'll leave it up to Carson Smith. Smith, 0 for 1, fly to left, his only trip. First pitch bounces up and bounces away. The runner's going to take off and get to second easily. That'll be a wild pitch charged to Sink. And it gives the Bulldogs their first scoring opportunity in this game. First runner in scoring position. Carson Smith with a chance to unknot this scoreless game here in the third. Sink checks over his shoulder at the runner, works the 1 out of the plate. This is for ball 2. Jollins getting a really nice lead at second. They're going to try to keep him close. Swing and a miss. Waved at a pitch to the outside. Jaden Timmer, the second baseman, has to jockey toward the bag to try to keep the runner as close as possible. Pitch way outside, 3-1. Jollins can get as far as the shortstop. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and it's ball 4 outside. So 2 aboard with 2 outs. Yeah, the Bulldogs have it right where they want it with their leading hitter at the plate. Braden Lecroy, .536 batting average, but 0 for 1 in this one. He popped to the shortstop his first time. 2 aboard and 2 outs. Swinging a ground ball. First baseman Dykstra stayed with a bad hop. The toss underneath is in time. Close play at first. Boy, it looked like Dykstra was handcuffed a bit on that hop, but stayed with it. And Gibson Sink got over there in pretty good shape and was able to get his man by a half step. And that'll keep the game scoreless. So in the home half of the third, no runs, 1 hit, and 2 runners are stranded. We played 3 complete, and it's Grandville nothing and Hudsonville nothing. And this game is brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville.
DJ's Pizza Plus, located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville. DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET.
So a cold and blustery day here in Grandville and a pitcher's duel. We're scoreless heading into the 4th inning. Grandville and Hudsonville, first game of a doubleheader. Bryce Barr to start things off. First pitch swinging, pops it up, shallow right center. This could be a tough play, and it's going to dump in there for a base hit. That one looked like trouble off the bat. Fell in between 3 different players. They just couldn't get there, and the wind was playing with it a bit as well. So a single for Barr to start out the 4th inning for Hudsonville. There's Gage Robertson, the shortstop. Robertson 0 for 1 has flied to right. We'll see if Hudsonville plays small ball again. They did it in the opening inning with a sacrifice bunt. Pullman will throw to first base, and that does a couple of things. First of all, it obviously checks the runner, but it also checks to see if the batter was squaring around to bunt or not. Allows Justin Lecroy at third base to adjust to what he looked at as Pullman readies. And a breaking ball stays out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Barr at first base, nobody out. Top of the 4th inning in a scoreless game. There's the pitch. And it's low, ball 2. So Andrew Pullman is going to have to maneuver his way through the heart of the order here. Robertson batting in the 3 spot. Jackson Visser waiting on deck from the cleanup spot. Fly ball into right field. DeHaan going back and toward the line, still going back. It's off his glove and up against the warning track. Barr had to hold. He rounds second, heads for third. He's there, and to second is Robertson. Just a tough play in the conditions that we have here. DeHaan had a long ways to go, and going back toward the fence and just popped off his glove and onto the warning track. So they'll probably rule that a base hit. It's just a tough defensive play in the conditions that we have. So 2 base hit for Robertson until I'm told otherwise. Bryce Barr at third. And Hudsonville with a chance to get on the board first. Jackson Visser, 0 for 1, has struck out. Infield is going to bring it in a little bit. They're going to try to cut down the runner at the plate. First pitch. Swing and a drive into right field. It's going to be caught by DeHaan. Here's the tag. Here's the throw. It's up the line, not in time, and Hudsonville takes the lead. The ball gets away, and that'll allow another runner to move down to third. So that'll be a sacrifice fly to drive in the run. Visser gets the RBI. Barr coming in to score from third. Robertson's going to move to third after the ball got by the catcher. So unfortunately, I believe they're going to have to give a throwing error to the right fielder, DeHaan, that the ball that got away from the catcher, Woodruff, is what allowed the runner, Robertson, to go from second to third, because it didn't look like he was tagging. It looked like he was just going to stay at second base and then took off once the ball went through. So here's Mason Dykstra, runner at third, 1 out. And again, the infield is going to play in at the corners, halfway in the middle. They think that they can get an out at the plate there as well. And a foul ball dribbled down the third base line. So a 1-0 Hudsonville lead here in the 4th inning. Dykstra 0 for 1 has flied to center field in his only at bat. Andrew Pullman trying to work out of any further damage here in the 4th. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Yeah, he could use a strikeout here to get that second out. This is really a big batter. The way this game has gone, just a couple of runs could be enough. That's why that runner at third is really important here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Reaches out, pokes it on the ground, backhanded by the first baseman. He underhands it, not in time, and the run will come in to score. That's going to be an excuse me base hit for Dykstra to drive in the run. Almost looked like Dykstra just reached out and poked that instead of swinging the bat. And it looks good in the box score, though, because it's an RBI single for Dykstra and a 2-0 lead for Hudsonville. And that's a big run that comes in. Throw to first, and diving back in is Dykstra. There's Ryan Aarons. He's 0 for 1. Has flied to left. Runner at first, 1 out. And a strike on the outside corner. The other big part about that Dykstra single is that it came with a couple of strikes. Dykstra was really just trying to save his at bat by reaching out. He thought maybe the pitch was going to be on the outside corner. He took a poke and got it on the ground and was able to reach and bring the run home. 1 ball, 1 strike on Aarons. As a hitter, that's exactly what you need to do. Just stay alive up there with 2 strikes, and that's what he was able to do. It's a pretty good lead at first base. Big curveball swung on a miss. Ball is dropped, and that will let the runner advance. So that'll probably be a passed ball charged, allowing Dykstra to reach second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 runs in here in the 4th. Hudsonville 2 and Grandville 0. First game of a doubleheader. Pullman with the pitch and a foul ball back. So a 3-hit 4th inning, and 2 of the 3 hits have been really tough plays for Grandville to try to make. It's inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bryce Barr got it started with a single. Gage Robertson doubled off the glove of the right fielder. Sacked fly brought 1 in, and then a 2-strike poke single off the bat of Dykstra brought in the second run. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to third. Lecroy's going to get the runner in a rundown. Here we go. They'll move it back and forth and a nice tag out. Runner will get to second, so Ahrens will reach second, but they do get Dykstra. And I believe that's going to be a 5-4 putout because it only went third baseman to the second baseman for the second out. Ahrens reaching second. And we're going to get a runner at second base. Drew Heisen is going to take over for Ahrens. So Heisen now the runner at second. 2 outs for Dakota Visser. Visser, the designated hitter, took a called third strike to end the second inning. Pullman with the pitch. Big cut and a miss, strike one. 2-0 Hudsonville. We're in the fourth. Lefty misses high and away. Visser coming into this game with a .278 batting average. Bends away from an inside pitch. Heisen the base runner, he's at second. Ball in tight. That'll make it 3 balls and a strike. Pullman's 3-1 pitch is fouled back 3-2. So the middle of the Hudsonville order able to get the Eagles on the board here in the fourth inning. Pullman trying to shut the door. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. Swinging a foul out of play right side. Payoff pitch. And it's high. Ball 4. So runners at first and second. And the right fielder Brandon Van Klompenberg will step in for the second time. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the third inning. One of 4 strikeouts recorded by Andrew Pullman. Heisen at second and Visser at first, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, way out in front of an off-speed pitch, 0-1. With 2 outs, they'll play behind the runner at first base, so Visser gets pretty decent lead there. Swing and a pop and into left center field. That'll score a run. Heisen rounding third. He'll score easily on a single by Van Klompenberg. third run comes in here in the fourth inning. Visser stopped at second. Eagles with runners at first and second. And the eighth man to bat in the inning will be Ethan Post, the center fielder. And time is called. Matt Cook is going to go out and chat with his left-hander. Thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. Wondering if it's just going to be a breather or if he has somebody he has in mind that he will bring in this situation. Again, Pullman just had a little bit of bad luck here in this fourth inning. Again, a ball that went off the glove of the right fielder, DeHaan, that was really messed with by the wind that we have here. And then a two-strike reach-out poke single. So with a little bit of luck, he could have been out of this inning and maybe without any runs scored. But again, funny game, this baseball, and a Hudsonville 3-run fourth. They've had everything go their way in the inning. Ethan Post batting in the 9 slot, 0 for 1. First and second, 2 outs. Curveball and a strike. Visser down at second, and Kloppenberg at first. And a foul back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes on Ethan Post. Here comes the pitch. Nice stop by Woodruff, the catcher. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Three nothing Hudsonville, top of the 4th. Just missed inside, actually set up outside. And Woodruff's glove came back inside and almost got him, but the call is ball 2, 2-2. Pullman with the sign. And the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, right side, diving stop by Hungerford, and gets his man at first to save a run. Nice play by Drew Hungerford. Laying out, getting the glove work. And that puts an end to a 3-run 4th inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, and 2 runners are stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Hudsonville 3 and Grandville nothing. Here's Ben Ferguson to lead things off for the Bulldogs. Gibson Sink now has himself a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-1 pitch. This is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ferguson, Sanders, and Justin Lecroy here in the Bulldogs' fourth. Swing and a miss. Had him go fishing on an outside pitch, and it's 1-2. Ferguson, the first baseman, 0 for 1, has flied to center. Foul ball to stay alive, 1-2. Sink's 1-2 pitch, nubbed off the end of the bat. That will roll foul. Gibson Sink has allowed just 1 hit, has struck out 3, and has walked 2 through 3 complete. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That'll even it up 2-2. Ball in the dirt. Jackson Visser, the catcher, made sure that it didn't get through, and the umpire was bailing. He wanted nothing to do with that ball. He thought it was coming at him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So after getting a 3-run lead, Sink walks the first man he faces here in the 4th. Brings up Ian Sanders, the designated hitter. First pitch upstairs, ball 1. Sanders walked in the 2nd, but was stranded at first base when the inning ended. Ball 2, 2-0. Hudsonville 3, Grandville nothing, bottom of the 4th. Ball 3, misses high and outside, 3-0. And a strike called, 3-1. Well, Sanders was taking all the way. The Bulldogs could use some base runners here in the 4th inning. Here's the 3-1 pitch, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the 4th inning, and that is going to bring the pitching coach out for a chat. So Gibson Sink, who has had pretty much everything go his way so far through 3 innings, now is going to have a little bit of stress put on him. Especially with the next 3 hitters. You've got a 474 hitter, a 400 hitter, and a 375 back to back to back. Usually you look at a middle part of an order as the toughest part, but this Grandville team, pretty solid up and down the line. So here's Justin Lecroy, struck out looking, his only time up, but he has 2 aboard with nobody out. His team trailing 3-0 here in the 4th. First pitch from Sink, off speed with a little bend, and it's a strike. Well, I think Lecroy probably had the red light there just to see if Sink was going to find the strike zone again. Now he's probably free to let her fly if he gets what he wants. Miss inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dykstra, the first baseman, moved in, but now he'll backtrack and get behind the runner. So 2 runners aboard, nobody out. Both will get pretty good leads. The 1-1 pitch. Foul away, had a good cut at it. And it's 1-2. Back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the fourth inning, giving the Bulldogs some hope. Swing and a foul tip. Lecroy stays alive. Ferguson gets good lead at second. Sanders the same at first. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Missed low and inside. 2-2. It's a nice glove stop by Visser. He had to almost jump right at the hitter Lecroy to be able to put the glove on that. The 2-2. Same spot. Misses 3-2. Some activity down in the bullpen for Hudsonville. They have a right-hander starting to warm up. One of the bigger pitches of this game for Gibson Sink coming right now. The 3-2 pitch, and he missed, and it gets by everybody. So that's going to load him up on another walk. So back-to-back-to-back free passes for Grandville. Tying runs all of a sudden are on the bases, and the go-ahead run will yield a bat. That'll be Drew Hungerford. Hungerford made a great play with his glove to end the last half inning and keep Hudsonville with just the 3-run score. Saved a run. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a foul out of play. Strike one on the second baseman, Hungerford. Ferguson at third, Sanders down at second, Lecroy at first, and the pitch. Checked his swing, takes a strike, 0-2. Infield and double play depth in the middle and at first. Third baseman Ahrens could start a double play at the plate. Pitch is down low, 1-2. 3-0 Hudsonville. Bases full of Bulldogs here in the fourth. There's the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Tied him up. Nice pitch from Sink. And a big first out here in the fourth inning. Fourth strikeout for Gibson Sink. That'll bring in the shortstop, Nate Summers. Summers 0 for 1, has grounded to short. On a bang-bang play at first. He was out by a half step first time he was up. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike one. Well, all of the runners are going to get big leads. The infield is playing in double play depth, and time is called. Even the third baseman, Ahrens, this time is a step or so behind the bag. He's off the line at third. At short and second, that would be a double play, second to first. First baseman could do the same thing. Ahrens would have his choice of where he would want to go if he had a ground ball hit at him. No balls and a strike on Summers. Here's the pitch. And a strike at the knees, 0-2. Summers digging in. 3 of his teammates out on the base paths. The 0-2. Swing and a foul ball down in the bullpen area of Hudsonville. Gibson Sink working in the first inning that he has had any sort of pressure on him. Here comes the pitch. And a strike on the inside corner. Well, that had some really funky movement on it at the end and just caught the inside part of the plate for the third strike and the second out. It's been an all or nothing inning. Either a walk or a strikeout. 3 walks followed by back-to-back strikeouts. Now we'll see how this ends with Nate Woodruff. First pitch, strike on the outside corner. Woodruff came on in relief at the catching position in the second inning, and he singled his first time in. Matter of fact, he has the lone base hit for Grandville in this game. Slow curve and a good one, 0-2. Now Gibson Sink getting back in sync here in the fourth inning. And time is called. Now with the wind continuing to whip toward right field, the outfielders are playing that way. Ethan Post in center field is way over into right center. There's a huge gap in left center, and then down the third baseline in left field, there's a lot of room as well. Watch out, foul ball just past the dugout of Hudsonville down the first base side. Count stays 0-2 on Woodruff. 3-0 Hudsonville, bottom of the fourth. Grandville with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Slow bender, stays outside. Sink wanted that thing to come in just another inch or two, but it didn't. And a good take by Woodruff. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the kick and the pitch. Ground ball past the mound, fielded at the shortstop position by Robertson, and he will touch the bag at second for the force out. And the Bulldogs leave them loaded in the fourth. No runs, no hits, 3 left stranded. After 4, it's Hudsonville 3 and Grandville nothing. You are watching high school baseball on WCET, brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville.
Pizza Plus. Located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville, DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET.
Here we go to the 5th inning, top of the order for the Eagles of Hudsonville. It'll be Jaden Timmer to lead things off. And congratulations to Jaden. Just announced today he has committed to Aquinas College to play baseball. Timmer with a walk and a strikeout in this one. And the first pitch from Andrew Pullman is outside, 1-0. 3-0 Hudsonville. Eagles put 3 on the board in the fourth. The 1-0 pitch, up high, 2-0. Timmer, Barr, and Robertson here in the 5th. Eagles sent 8 to the plate in the 4th inning, scoring their 3 runs on 4 hits. There's a drive into left center field, and it's down. Timmer rounds first. He will hold with a solid single leading off the 5th inning. Second time Timmer has been on base, his first hit of the ball game. Fifth hit of the day for Hudsonville. Brings up Bryce Barr, who sacrificed in the first inning in this exact situation. And he singled and scored in the fourth. Go to first base, and Timmer gets back. Again, gives the Grandville defense a chance to see if there could be a sacrifice intent. And he does square to bunt and pushes the bunt foul. No balls and a strike on the left fielder, Bryce Barr. Barr started that 3-run rally in the fourth inning with that leadoff single. There goes the base runner. Slow curve is outside and no throw. That is a stolen base. Picked the perfect pitch to run on. A slow curveball that took a lot of time to get there. And Nate Woodruff did not have any time to throw out the speedy Jaden Timmer. So runner in scoring position, no outs. A 1-1 count on Barr. He's still going to square and bunt, and does. Nice play, and the pitcher slips down, still makes the throw and gets him. Nice play by Andrew Pullman. That is a sinking feeling. You field it, you fall down, but a very alert play by Pullman to be able to make that throw and still get enough mustard on it to get it to first base accurately. So officially, that's going to be another sacrifice for Barr, so he doesn't get an at-bat against him, and he gets his teammate to third base with only one out and gives Gage Robertson a chance to drive him in. Infield in all the way around. They'll try to cut down the run at the plate and a strike on a slow curveball. Timmer at third, one gone. 3-0 Hudsonville in the fifth. Pullman kicks and deals. Swing and a foul ball right off the handle. Dribbling behind home plate, 0-2. Robertson 1 for 2 in this game, doubled and scored last inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Pullman's pitch. Almost hit him, backed him away. 1-2. With the infield in, a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Pullman. Second out of the inning. That will allow his infield to go back into normal position. Bring up Jackson Visser. Visser struck out in the first, lifted a sacrifice fly to drive in a run in the fourth. So the infield back in normal position with 2 outs. Foul ball, strike 1. Three runs on 5 hits for Hudsonville. No runs on 1 hit for Grandville. We're in the fifth. Pullman holds at the belt, works the 0-1. Pops it up, shallow right field. DeHaan is there, makes the catch, and Pullman gets out of the 5th inning. No runs on a hit. Hudsonville strands a man at third. We'll go to the home half of the 5th inning. It's Hudsonville 3 and Grandville nothing. Home half of the 5th inning, Hudsonville leading Grandville 3-0. Top of the batting order for the hometown Bulldogs. They left them loaded last inning and a great opportunity to get on the board, but Gibson Sink, who is still out on the hill for Hudsonville, was able to get back-to-back strikeouts and then a fielder's choice ground out to get out of it. Luke DeHaan to start it off. He's 0 for 2. Swing and a miss, strike one. Well, a big thank you to our crew today here, weathering the weather here in Grandville. While I get the toasty confines of the press box, Tyler Vincent, Andrea Vincent, J.B. West, Josh Celestin, Kyle King, and Ben Fridsma work either outside in the frigid cold or inside the truck here today in Granville. And a big thanks to the entire crew. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First out of the 5th. Brings up Carson Smith. Hudsonville 3, Grandville nothing. Smith 0 for 1 has flied to left and walked. There's a drive into center, but it's going to hang up there for the center fielder Post, who makes the catch. So a quick 2 outs here in the 5th. Leaves it to Braden Lecroy, who's 0 for 2, has popped to short and grounded out first base to the pitcher covering. First pitch out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. This game was scoreless through 3, but Hudsonville scored 3 times in the 4th. There's a hit batter. So a 2-out base runner here in the 5th. As the game starts to wind down a little bit, you're in their latter stages of a 7-inning game. Need base runners, down by 3, and Lecroy is a base runner with 2 outs after being hit by the pitch. They'll try to hold him close. First pitch fouled back. That's Ben Ferguson, the first baseman, wielding the stick. 0 for 1 with a flyout and a walk. A 1 pitch, dips down, pop up, foul ground, way back of first down the right field line, and it will fall harmlessly out of the reach of Mason Dykstra. So 2 quick strikes now on Ben Ferguson. Lecroy at first, 2 outs in the 5th. Sink is ready and delivers. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So a quick inning for Gibson Sink. No runs, no hits, 1 left. 5 innings in the books here in game 1 of the doubleheader. It's Hudsonville 3 and Grandville nothing. WCET coverage of high school baseball brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville. Here we go to the 6th inning. Hudsonville, 3 runs on 5 hits. Grandville, no runs on 1 hit. Mason Dykstra to lead things off, batting from the 5 slot. First baseman, right-handed hitter, swing and a ground ball slowly to short. Summers charges, gloves, throws, and he got him. Good stretch by Ben Ferguson to reach that high throw. And 1 pitch and 1 away. Here's Ryan Aarons. Aarons 0 for 2 officially, but he did reach on a fielder's choice and score one of the 3 Hudsonville runs in that 3-run 4th inning. That's the difference in this one, 3-0. Ground ball, big hop at third for Lecroy. Crossed the diamond in time, 2 pitches and 2 outs. That'll leave it up to Dakota Visser, who has struck out and walked. Andrew Pullman has had 2 innings in this game where he has been able to get the Eagles in order, 1, 2, 3. Can he do it again here in the 6th inning? Strike called. Pitch bounces in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Of the 5 hits that Hudsonville has gathered in this game, 4 of them came in 1 inning. That was that 3-run 4th. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 on Visser. Strike on the corner, 2-2. Pullman has struck out 5 in this game. He has walked 2. Pitch over but low, 3-2. So after the first 2 batters grounded out on 2 pitches, Dakota Visser has gone full now with Andrew Pullman. Here's the payoff. And it's low for ball 4. So the 3rd walk issued by Pullman. Brings up Brandon Van Klompenberg. Batting out of the 8 slot, the right fielder has a single and a run batted in. He is 1 for 2. We're going to get a runner. Dan Ornelas is going to come in and run for Visser. So the junior Ornelas will get on base, but not before we have a conference at the mound. Head coach Matt Cook coming out, and that's going to do it for Andrew Pullman. We're going to get a pitching change here in the 6th inning. And it's going to be Jared Jollins coming in to take over for Pullman. So Jollins will be the relief pitcher coming in here in the 6th inning. And Jared Jollins on the season has worked 4 innings in a couple of different appearances. So some short relief for Jollins. He's allowed 1 run on 2 hits, has walked 1, and has struck out 2 in those 4 innings of work. Jollins, the right-hander, takes over for the lefty Pullman. And Pullman really pitched well in this game. Again, that 4th inning, a couple of breaks here and there, and you just never know. It was a 3-run inning, but things kind of fell in the Eagles' way in that 4th inning, and they were able to do it all in a bunch, and that's why it's 3-0. So the final line on Andrew Pullman is he ends up going 5 2/3 today. He is the pitcher of record for Grandville. Ended up allowing a total of 5 hits, 3 runs, they were earned. He struck out 5 and he walked 3. So Pullman for 5 2/3, Jollins taking over here in the 6th inning. And he will face Brandon Van Kloppenberg. 2 outs, a runner at first. It's the pinch runner Ornelas at first base after Dakota Visser drew the walk. First pitch swung on, ground ball left side. Nice glove stop by the third baseman. High throw, and it is not in time. To third goes Ornelas. He'll stop there. And that's going to be a throwing error, allowing the runner to reach. So runners at first and third with 2 gone for Ethan Post. Post 0 for 2 is flied to center and grounded to second. Jollins with the pitch and a strike. There goes the runner on a delayed steal. They will not throw down. So Van Kloppenberg will steal second without a throw. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Post batting out of the 9 slot with a chance to add to the 3-0 Hudsonville lead. Oh, nice stop by the catcher Woodruff, but the ball gets away. The throw to the plate is not in time and a run scores. Boy, nice effort by the catcher Woodruff. He had to go a long ways and dive out there to stop it. But by that time, the runner was coming in. That's going to be a wild pitch to allow the run to come in. And it's a 4-0 Hudsonville lead. And Kloppenberg moves to third on the play. And the count is 1-1 on Ethan Post. Another nice block by Woodruff on a ball in the dirt, 2-1. So that run that scored here in the 6th inning will be charged to the starter, but it's an unearned run. There's a strike, 2-2. And the pitch swung on and fouled back off the handle. It'll stay 2-2. Kloppenberg, the runner at third, 2 outs, 6th inning. Hudsonville 4, Grandville nothing. And the 2-2. Just misses outside, 3-2. Top of the order, Jaden Timmer waiting on deck. Swing and a miss as Jollins gets Post to strike out and end the 6th inning. But Hudsonville gets an insurance run here in the 6th inning. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We'll go to the home half of the 6th inning. It's Hudsonville 4 and Grandville nothing. New pitcher on the mound for the Hudsonville Eagles. It'll be right-hander Todd Reardon. He will come on and replace Gibson Sink, who went the first 5 and shut Grandville down. No runs on 1 hit through 5 innings. So Reardon will take over. Reardon has worked 2 2/3 this year, giving up 2 hits and 2 earned runs. And the first pitch to Ian Sanders is in there for strike 1. Reardon has walked 2 and struck out 3 in his 2 2/3. Big, tall right-hander. Strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Sanders, Lecroy, and Hungerford in the 6th inning for the hometown Bulldogs, trying to eat into a 4-0 deficit. This outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ian Sanders has had a good eye in this game. 2 walks, walked in the 2nd, walked in the 4th. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball underneath the glove of the pitcher. Timmer, the second baseman, bobbles for a moment, has no play. That's going to be a base hit. Tough play. Once it got by the pitcher's mound, it was going to be a tough play for Timmer no matter what. So Sanders with an infield single. 3rd time he's been on base. That's the start that Grandville needed here in the 6th inning of this 7-inning game. It's 4-0 Hudsonville in the 6th. Here's Justin Lecroy, has struck out and walked. Pitch swung on, ground ball towards second, could be 2. Timmer to second for 1. Relay to first is in time, double play. 2 for the price of 1, and Reardon gets himself a ground ball double play. 2 outs and the bases are empty. That will take the wind right out of your sails in the late innings when you're down by 4. Have an opportunity with the leadoff man aboard, feeling pretty good about getting an inning going, but that ground ball double play is the pitcher's best friend as Hungerford steps in. First pitch, a strike. Reardon misses outside, 1-1. Drew Hungerford has popped to short and struck out looking, 0 for 2. 1-1 pitch, turns it over. Good play by the pitcher Reardon, reaching to the 3rd base side to glove it, makes the play at first base, and he gets his man. And just like that, the Bulldogs are gone in the home half of the 6th inning. In the 6th, nothing across. We'll go to the 7th. It's Hudsonville 4 and Grandville nothing. You're watching high school baseball coverage in WCET, brought to you by DJ's Pizza Pub in Hudsonville.
Might not be playing the 2nd game. Softball is supposed to play 2, but they canceled the other one.
I can only assume because it was snowing a couple minutes ago.
It's cold. So I'll wait for the Jonas Smith, the first baseman.
Here we go, 7th inning on tap here in Granville. The visiting Eagles from Hudsonville with a 4-0 lead. Top of the order, Jaden Timmer to lead off. Timmer with a walk, a single, and a strikeout. And the recent Aquinas College signee. Digging in. First pitch, curveball, and a good one from Jared Jollins, strike 1. Timmer, Barr, and Robertson in the Hudsonville 7th. The 0-1 pitch. This is down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jollins, the second of the Bulldog pitchers in this one. Ball 2, 2-1. Andrew Pullman worked the first 5 2/3, and he's the pitcher of record right now for the Bulldogs. Ball Ball 3, 3-1. Swing and a looper gets down, base hit into right field. So Timmer goes the opposite way to lead off the 7th inning. That is base hit number 6 for Hudsonville. And number 6, Bryce Barr, will dig in. Well, Barr's again in a situation where he could sacrifice. He has 2 sacrifices in this game, plus a single. He's been perfect. 1 for 1, a run scored, and 2 sacrifice bunts. Throw to first base. Runner Timmer gets back. I would expect that we'll see the exact same thing again. The third baseman, Justin Lecroy, thinks so. He's playing in on the grass. The square to bunt, take a strike. There goes the runner. The throw, not in time. It's a stolen base for Timmer. And we saw this exact same thing. Barr was bunting and sacrificing Timmer to third in the 5th inning. So he could still be bunting. He took a strike. It's 0-1. The check of Timmer. The pitch to the plate. He is squaring and he fouls it back. You can tell that Hudsonville's coaching staff, head coach Dave Van Noord, has Bryce Barr in this number 2 slot in the batting order for a very good reason. He can handle the bat, he can bunt, something that a lot of players just don't do very often anymore. And a very unselfish play to go up there and bunt your teammate around. This time he swings away, slowly hit towards second. Hungerford will field it and throw him out, but it still gets the job done as it moves Timmer to third base. So without even sacrificing, still went the opposite way and moved the runner to third with less than 2 outs. Give Gage Robertson a chance to drive in the run. So Barr's the guy after a lot of games. He should get a lot of high fives from his teammates who bat behind him, because he's putting runners into scoring position for these guys to drive them home. First pitch from Jollins outside, nice stop by Woodruff. Bounced out of the crouch and jumped down that first baseline to dig that thing in. Infield playing in. Hudsonville leading 4-0 in the 7th, trying to add a tally here in the 7th. Jollins misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. Gage Robertson, 1 for 3, has sandwiched a double in between a flyout and a strikeout. And he takes for a 3-0 count. So really right now, who does Jollins want to face? Is it Robertson or the next guy in line, Jackson Visser? On the ground to shortstop. Summers checks the runner back, throws to first, and he got him. Nice job by Nate Summers. Exactly what you want to do as an infielder. Check the runner back to third, make a strong throw to first. And credit Jared Jollins for getting the pitch that he needed in that situation. So Timmer at third, 2 outs. That will leave it up to Jackson Visser. Jollins with a little housekeeping on his shoe. Gonna tie it up a bit tighter as he gets set to face Visser with 2 outs and a runner at third. Visser 0 for 2 officially, does have a sacrifice fly and a run batted in to his credit. First pitch out of the zone, 1-0. Looking forward to the home half of the 7th. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Grandville. Base hit, lined into left, and that'll drive home Timmer. Nice solid base hit by Visser with 2 outs. That'll make it 5-0. So we're going to get a runner for Visser. And they faked us out for a moment. It looked like One player was coming out of the dugout, but coach wants somebody else to lace up the running shoes. Parker Tunis will come in and pinch run for Visser. So Tunis at first base and Mason Dykstra the hitter. Hudsonville leading at 5-0, top of the 7th. First pitch to Dykstra is outside, 1-0. Dykstra with a single for 3. Also has a run batted in on his infield single in the 4th inning. There goes the runner. Pitch in the dirt. The throw down to second. The tag, and he is out of there. Nice, solid throw from Nate Woodruff, and the tag swept down to end the inning. In the 7th for Hudsonville, 1 run, 2 hits, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Hudsonville 5 and Grandville 0. Along with director Ben Fridsma and our crew of Tyler Vincent, Andrea Vincent, JB West, Josh Celestin, and Kyle King, I'm Kurt Wilson. Glad to have you along here today for Hudsonville, Grandville High School Baseball. First game of our doubleheader, 5-0 Hudsonville as we go to the home half of the 7th inning. And Todd Reardon in there to try to finish this off, and he faces Nate Summers, who takes a strike. Summers, Woodruff, and DeHaan for Grandville here in the 7th. Fastball outside will even it up at 1-1. Hudsonville with 5 runs, 7 hits. Grandville, no runs on 2 hits. High and tight with the fastball, 2-1. Nate Summers 0 for 2 is grounded to short and struck out looking. Batting out of the number 8 slot, it's 8-9-1. Foul ball to stay alive here in the 7th. The Bulldogs had themselves an opportunity in the 4th inning. In a 3-0 game, they loaded the bases on 3 straight walks with nobody out. But Gibson Sink, the Hudsonville starter, was able to get out of the frame. 3-2, full count on Summers. Sink was able to get back-to-back strikeouts and then a ground ball to get out of it with no runs scored. Here's a 3-2, ground ball to short. Funny hop for the shortstop. Robertson stays with it and throws to get his man. 1 out. Looked like it was going to be a big hop at first, but then it slowed down and took a second hop for Robertson, but he stayed with it. Brings up Nate Woodruff. Good job by Woodruff today. He came off the bench in the 2nd inning as an injury replacement. He singled in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2, and he's also been very, very good behind the plate. He'll take a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And Reardon Still fires it even though time had been called. Late time. Reardon came on in the 6th inning, allowed an infield single to the first man he faced, but then got a ground ball double play. And since then, everything has been on the ground. Reardon trying to pick up the save for Gibson Sink here in game 1. 2 strikes the count. And the pitch outside, 1-2. Luke DeHaan waits on deck for Grandville. The set and the delivery, and it's outside, 2-2. Hudsonville with 3 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, and 1 in the 7th for their total of 5. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball, right side. Glove by Dykstra. Flip underhander Reardon for the out. 2 gone. Well, that'll leave it up to Luke DeHaan. Try to keep this game alive for Grandville. I think one thing that Hudsonville coach Dave Van Noord is going to be happy about in this game is his team has played flawlessly defensively. They have made every play that they've needed to make out there, have not committed an error in the game. Grandville has only committed 1. It's been a pretty well-played game for an early game in bad weather. Ground ball, back of third, backhand by Aarons, the long throw not in time. That'll be a hit. Nice play, though, by Ryan Aarons just to get to that backhand glove side and knock it down and try to get his man. But DeHaan has a with 2 outs. That'll be the 3rd hit for the Bulldogs. They'll stay alive. Here comes Carson Smith. 0 for 2 plus a walk. First pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, as you might expect on a dreary day here in Grandville, and we had a short delay in the 2nd inning because of snow squalls, but it's actually getting really dark. I'm not sure how many innings they would be able to get in a 2nd game here. Another 7-inning game is scheduled. Swing and a miss. Pitch high and away, 1-1. But the clouds overhead have obviously made it even a darker early evening here in Grandville. Here's the 1-1. Fly ball to left, hit pretty well. Back toward the fence, and that one's going to be up against the fence. That's going to score a run. DeHaan rounding 3rd. He's going to score, and how about that? Bulldogs still alive here in the 7th inning. Solid double by Carson Smith. That breaks up the shutout, but also gives the Bulldogs some life. It's 5-1. They're down to their final out, but still kicking here in the 7th inning. There's Braden Lecroy, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch his last time in. 5-1 Hudsonville. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. It's been Sink and Reardon for Hudsonville. Pullman and Jollins have been on the hill for Grandville. Check of the runner and the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball down the line. This could be trouble, and it is a fair ball. That'll score a run. Smith rounding 3rd and heading home. That was perfectly placed down the left field line. And the Bulldogs still kicking. 2 runs are in here in the 7th inning. And all of a sudden, Bulldogs are within 1 more man on base to get the tying run to the plate with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Heart of the order now, Ben Ferguson batting in the cleanup spot. Lecroy at first and 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, this inning started out innocently enough. A couple of ground outs, and it looked like it'd be a quick end to this one, but not so fast. Fastball inside, 1-1. Single by DeHaan, RBI double by Smith. Bloop, RBI single by Lecroy. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Bulldogs down to their final strike here in the 7th. The set and the pitch. And it's over but low. 2-2. Lecroy being held on with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. So Ferguson strikes out. The Bulldogs get a couple of runs that won't be in this one. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 left, and the final score, Hudsonville 5 and Grandville 2. Final line score, Hudsonville 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They stranded 5. Grandville 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 error, and the Bulldogs stranded a total of 8 batters in this game. The winning pitcher, Gibson Sink. Todd Reardon gets the save as Sink goes 5 innings, gives up just 1 hit and no runs, walked 5 and struck out 7. Reardon worked the final 2 and gave up a couple of runs on 4 hits. Andrew Pullman started for Grandville, went 5 2/3 and gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits, striking out 5 and walking 3. And Jared Jollins, an inning into 3rd, gave up a run on 2 hits, striking out 1 and walking none. So game 1 of the Twin Bill goes to the visiting Eagles from Hudsonville. Final score, Hudsonville 5, Grandville 2. Thanks to director Ben Fridsma and our great crew, Tyler Vincent, Andrea Vincent, JB West, Josh Celestin, and Kyle King. I'm Kurt Wilson. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here for game 2 of this doubleheader on WCET.